he sued Japan Anonymous. So they framed him for 129 crimes. Ooh, this is a big case. Big case.
What would you have to do to make the entire internet hate you? To make thousands of people stalk you?
I have an idea. I know of a certain clip where you can do that. I know a certain situation
for
recently.
Hundreds of crimes and even go to jail, all trying to ruin your life.
Ooh.
This is the story of the most trolled man in the world.
That's crazy.
The year is 2012 and user Yagami Taichi has just made the biggest mistake of his life. He just posted his college acceptance letter onto an anonymous Japanese message board to win a very important internet argument and prove that he got into a prestigious university.
This should finally be enough for you losers to believe me, right?
But Yagami really shouldn't have posted that letter. Despite being a busy high school student, he had spent the last 3 years trolling the site, and his reputation reflected that. In a 2010 ranking of the most hated users on 2channel, he placed at the very top of S tier. Realizing the gravity of what he had just done, he added,
I know how scary getting doxxed is, so I didn't want to post the letter, but I had to. That's the last hint you guys are getting, though.
But the damage was done.
Here's a collection of every university's acceptance letter template. Just leaving that here.
It wouldn't take long to check them all, and Yagami realized this. He scrambled to delete his upload, but it was too late. Just 24 minutes after his original post.
Guys, lol.
Damn.
I got him. It's Koushin.
He was cooked. That was his university. Next, they used this info to comb over every post he'd ever made, and within 4 hours, they'd identified Yagami's high school and found all his social media accounts, one
He got caught that fast?
of which contained his full legal name.
Damn.
Yagami knew this was not good. He had said some heinous things over the years, and now there was a real possibility that his old posts could come back to haunt him. They even found a tweet of his saying he was hungover.
Yagami, I've reported your underage drinking to your university.
No, guys, I meant that I was car sick.
At this point, the thread was getting 64 posts per minute, more than one post every second.
Damn, they
It was
working
time
hard.
to give up.
Do not bring my friends and family into this. I'm gonna save every post and thread you make about me and report people to the police. I will sue you.
And this is where Yagami made the second biggest mistake of his life.
He should not have threatened them.
As you could imagine, Yagami's half-surrender, half-legal threat did not, in fact, make the harassment stop. If anything, it made it worse. 17 days later, Yagami followed through and hired Japan's premier expert in internet law.
Hello, guys. I can't figure out how...
Bro, why did you have to give it like some British hyper accent and not did this? Hello, guys.
to make a thread. Can someone make one for me,
Bro,
please?
I thought we were watching a Minecraft video for a second.
Oh, bother, it's too complicated. I'll just post my IP requests in your thread, as it is an emergency.
Users were quick to mock him.
Noob, you need to use the ninja system to check your ninja level by putting !ninja in the name field.
Test. 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 Test.
Karasawa eventually learned how to make a thread and began requesting the IPs of users who were defaming and doxing Yagami. Under Japanese law, websites must cooperate with these requests, but on 2channel, IP requests have to be made publicly, including a full name and email address. The reaction to these requests was overwhelmingly negative. Karasawa responded with his most powerful weapon, the law. Over the next couple months, Karasawa made over 100 IP requests. It wasn't long before the boards were overflowing with these requests. In protest, some users started doing him a favor and adding their IP address to their posts for
This is fucking crazy.
him, but that didn't stop him. But first, a word from the sponsor of today's video, Displate. Displates
Never
are
heard of
premium
it. That's
quality
crazy.
metal of their new enemy. Karasawa quickly private his sins of they were capable of. Worked at his dad's law firm. Had he more experience with internet cases, he might have known 2channel's reputation as one of the most obsessive and vindictive communities on the Japanese internet. 2channel had millions of users, and Karasawa was about to figure out just what they were capable of. As they looked into him, they quickly found some very interesting things. The official Twitter account he managed for the law firm followed dozens of idols. The boards erupted with the phrase idol otaku lawyer, which made Karasawa quickly private his Twitter account. But at the same time, that meant he was reading all of their threads. Despite 2channel's best efforts, they could not find any actual pictures of their new enemy. All they could find was this image from his lawyer profile, and it started showing up everywhere.
Bro, Japan makes memes out of everything, like, and they're so
Despite
weird,
being
they're
an
so
extremely
different.
busy lawyer, these custom children's trading cards did not escape Karasawa's attention. He quickly began submitting deletion requests to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Maker website. Curiously, he only requested deletion of cards depicting himself. He did not submit requests for cards depicting Yagami. The owner of the Cardmaker website was quick to take down the first batch of cards, but when Karasawa followed up with more requests, and then even more, he got a bit annoyed. He continued taking cards down, but blamed it on a certain lawyer, and published a guide on manipulating Google search results that he definitely did not want them to look at. Within days, Google suggestions for Karasawa Takahiro looked like this. Meanwhile, harassment of Yagami only intensified. 2channelers forwarded his most egregious posts to his friends, family, and girlfriend. Next, they located his address and tons of people showed up outside. Then, they did the same to his dad's restaurant. Karasawa rushed to Yagami's defense and promptly leaked more of his personal information. Yeah, he accidentally included Yagami's university department in a legal filing. This led to trolls emailing Yagami's professors and trying to attend his classes. Karasawa no longer had the time to help Yagami because he was now in a full-on war against the internet.
Damn.
2channel started finding more creative ways to annoy Karasawa.
Bro got Drakenlord treatment. He did. It sucks. That really sucks. I don't know. Like, I mean, he's being asshole, but Drakenlord scenario was sad.
Since he'd always react to defamation, they decided to do the exact opposite.
They made so many medium of this guy.
Treat him like a god. They created a religion modeled after the Om Shindikyo cult called Koushin, named after Karasawa's law offices, and started spreading their gospel on a wiki they made. Like any religion, their ranks grew over time, and soon they had an entire community of devout followers who would
They made a goddamn religion out of him? Huh?
do anything to get close to Karasawa.
That is...
It was time to take the fight to real life. Their first
I'm
success
telling you, man, these Japanese cases, like the way we turn memes are completely different the way they turn memes. It's just, it's
finding
wild.
this Tokyo Bar Association leaflet in the archives at a library. They finally had a picture of him. Soon, 2channel users, who now call themselves Koushin followers, began showing up everywhere in Karasawa's life. Koushin followers waited outside his law offices for him, secretly took pictures of him. One man even went to a trial of his to film him, which is definitely against the rules. The amount of videos of people visiting Karasawa's offices as some sort of religious pilgrimage is insane. Some guy even uploaded it as a speedrun from the station. Next, posters like these
running to their office,
popping up everywhere, often disguised as official government messaging or even just a sign to use the Wi-Fi. Someone even put these stickers on his mailbox.
What is happening?
Soon, his image was so popular online that unwitting businesses accidentally used him in their promotional materials.
Can you imagine? Have y'all ever imagined this? What if one day you go to the grocery store and you see a picture of yourself on like some kind of like soda can, or you see your picture on like a banana? I bought a banana. I bought like a box. I bought like 7 bananas today, and there's a picture of some random dude on the banana. Why the fuck is there a picture of a random guy on the bananas? I'm buying banana. Why is there a sticker of a guy on it? It's weird.
Koushin followers.
Anyways, my point being, like, what if you go to the grocery store and randomly one day you see a picture of yourself?
And coming up with increasingly creative ways of worshipping Karasawa. One of the next things they did was put ads for Karasawa's law firm on coins to give the appearance that he was defacing currency. Next, they showed their devotion to their god by filling his mailbox with delicious pilaf. Surprisingly,
Ooh.
this was the thing that angered him the most, so far at least. Karasawa struck back. It was time to let 2channel know that he was serious.
He's mad.
After
You
hundreds
made
of
the
IP
god mad.
requests, he ended up taking a 2channel user to court on behalf of tech company Fujitex. Karasawa alleged that the user, an ex-employee, had defamed Fujitex, and another court had already agreed with this. The only issue was Karasawa demanded 49 million yen worth of damages, which was far
Ooh.
above the provable damages of the case. Ultimately, despite the case being a slam dunk, it ended up being dismissed. But that wasn't all. Karasawa also mailed a typo-ridden letter to a 17-year-old kid who had posted death threats about him on 2channel. The letter demanded $30,000 in immediate compensation. But of
I
course,
bet that 17-year-old kid has $30,000 ready for you right there.
this was not paid. In response to Karasawa's escalating antagonism, Koushin followers only worshipped harder. First, instead of snacks, Karasawa began receiving razor blades in the mail.
Oh.
Next, his family grave was defaced with his own name.
That is awful. That's like, this is too much. Vandalizing people's graves because of this is too much.
People even began sending messages via foreign streamers.
Hey, Karasawa Takahiro Koroso.
Own name. People even began sending messages via foreign streamers.
Hey, Karasawa Takahiro Koroso.
Damn, she getting it. Ooh.
One of the most ingenious forms of harassment was attempting to frame Karasawa for a wide range of crimes. On May 25th, 2014, 2 AKB48 idols were attacked by an unknown assailant with a saw at a handshake event in Iwate Prefecture. The idols had minor injuries and ended up being okay, but 2 hours after the attack, this post, supposedly from Karasawa's father, appeared on Twitter, apologizing for what his son had done. It quickly amassed 33,000 retweets, and many
And that's not his dad, right? Is it? Oh my god.
people believed it to be real until news outlets reported on the hoax. Then, in mid-2014...
Well, that doesn't matter because a lot of people, even if they correct it later on, people will not know it, that it was corrected. Like, it's whenever a news outlet comes out with something fake and they didn't have all the information, but now people have seen that information at that title, and that scenario is going to be lived up in their mind and they will never see the correctness. Even if they correct the article itself later on, people will know it at that moment as that being the fact and they will stick to it. There's very few that will know the correctness of it.
Users who looked up certain landmarks on Google Maps were met with a strange surprise. The Japanese Imperial Palace had been renamed to Koushin Headquarters. The Hiroshima Atomic Bomb Dome was now Koushin Nuclear Test Site. And it wasn't just Japan. In France, Charlie Hebdo had been renamed to Koushin Training Facility, and there was even a Koushin headquarters in Pyongyang. Japanese authorities took this very seriously. Police identified 3 suspects, a 21-year-old student, a 30-year-old office worker, and a 30-year-old unemployed man. All were affiliated.
I wonder why they really, they went so far with this guy. Like, why are they so agitated of this guy?
With the Koushin religion and were charged with obstructing business. They claimed their goal was to draw attention to a certain lawyer. But those would not be the last arrests related to the Koushin religion. No, not even close. In late 2014, a dangerous new ransomware virus began surfacing online. Infected users were greeted with this screen.
Hello, I've locked your computer.
Good day, Governor.
If you want me to open it back up again, you have to send me 40,000 yen. Thank you, Karasawa Takahiro, Koushin Law Office.
Obviously, Karasawa was not behind this, but innocent victims certainly believed he was and angrily contacted his law offices demanding he unlock their computer. The person who was responsible, a 17-year-old
They putting a Bane mask on him.
hacker named Zero Chiaki, was eventually caught. The most ironic part? All
I
of the
love
money he earned
Japan,
through the
holy.
ransomware was stolen by other hackers. But the plot against Karasawa would not end there. This is Ando Ryota, a very dedicated Koushin follower. Not only had he live streamed himself mashing the doorbell to Karasawa's
He's a
law
priest.
office,
He's a part
he
of the
also
priesthood.
uploaded a video flying a drone over Yagami's house. In 2015, he stole the address plates from Karasawa's law office.
They are
But
actually fangirling over this guy like he's some holy spirit. It's insane.
February
The
18th,
cult hat?
2016,
Oh my
he
God.
did something much
High priestess.
worse. He sent bomb threats to 47 different government buildings across Japan, mostly city and prefectural halls, but also the Prime Minister's office and the US Embassy. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you who he made the letters look like they were
Oh, I wonder who.
from. This was massive. Over 400,000 students were sent home from school. Every news station in the country reported on it. Even Western sources picked it up.
Mito City in East Japan received an email from a person calling themselves a lawyer saying they planted bombs at City Hall.
8 months later, Ando was tried and convicted for both the theft of the address plates and the bomb threats. He was given a 4-year suspended sentence.
Oh,
but that was
7th year.
not the end for Ando. He immediately returned to sending similar threats and ended up being jailed
He said, I have not done enough. I need to do more. You think I popped off? No, I got one more in me.
until 2021. This inspired many copycat threats from other Koushin followers, which continue to this day. Even last year, there was a massive wave of threats sent by fax machines to 15,000 schools across Japan in Karasawa's name. 2 perpetrators were arrested for this and eventually sentenced to 5 and 3 years respectively. Supposedly, the overwhelming majority of bomb threats made in Japan over the past 10
Just
years
change name at that point. Yeah, he should have. I just change everything. But I bet they would figure out what that is.
been in the name Karasawa Takahiro. And while he's likely not responsible for any of them, that didn't stop him from being banned from entering the United States of America.
Damn.
May 20th,
US
2019.
banned him?
A magnificent day for the Koushin religion.
Oh, God.
Just like Emperor Hirohito's first radio broadcast in 1945, thousands of Japanese people eagerly awaited the voice of their god Karasawa on TV. NHK had produced a 1-hour documentary detailing all of the ways Karasawa was trolled over the past 7 years. In the documentary, Karasawa plays the role of a very competent, compassionate, and handsome lawyer who
Yeah.
did absolutely nothing wrong. The documentary ends with Karasawa making amends with one of his trolls and forgiving him in magnanimous
What a good
Christ-like
guy.
manner.
Our
I know
heavenly
you're a
Lord.
good person at heart. I want you to keep looking up, to keep moving forward, no matter what people say.
Thank you.
Come here. Humans, we have such tender souls, don't we? And that's why it's of the utmost importance that we fight against online slander.
Back in the real world, Karasawa's increased profile landed him some big-time clients, including this guy, the leader of a party whose sole purpose is to destroy the NHK, the TV station that just made a 1-hour documentary about Karasawa.
Oh, I love
Next,
Japanese.
Karasawa created a defamation-oriented legal
Bro,
help
the
website
spirit.
called Digital Tattoo, which probably refers to information on the internet being hard to erase, like the stigma of a tattoo. After that, Karasawa used his fame to become a YouTuber.
Hell yeah, he's making vlog content.
こんにちは、弁護士の唐沢貴弘と申します。
He uploaded videos teaching people the law, some gaming videos,
Hello YouTube.
He actually made gaming videos. Today we're gonna play Minecraft. Oh my fucking god. What a guy. Oh damn, he's bad at games.
and then quickly transitioned into this.
Hello everyone! The famous Karasawa art is now available as NFT.
He even went into crypto. This fucking, what is this fucking guy?
Who's Takahiro Karasawa? What? Haven't you heard of Karasawa the lawyer? No way!
No way!
He's a cool Japanese lawyer who surprisingly got the second largest number of death threats in the world, only after
What
the
a
singer
feat
Justin
to
Bieber.
behold.
Yeah, this is some random thing that he repeats every chance he gets. There's no source for it. Even this TV graphic says, information from the internet, source unknown.
This popular art is used everywhere in Japan. You can also find the adorable figure online, or even on ransomware.
Karasawa even had a chance to debate Hiroyuki, the founder of 2channel and the owner of 4chan. Hiroyuki attacked Karasawa for pretending like he didn't know why people targeted him, and Karasawa ended up getting quite flustered. 4 years later, he was still upset with how it went.
めっちゃひろゆきさんを称えるみたいな番組構成なんですよ。
Although it's now been 12 years since Yagami posted his acceptance letter online, Koushin followers still maintain their wiki, hosting over 1,600 pages and being edited daily. They still visit Yagami's house on a weekly basis, reporting back on the state of his mom's laundry, and sometimes even talking to his dad about...
What a
well,
legend.
I guess I should tell that story in part 2, which is free on my Patreon. You don't have to pay, just click the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and thank you to all of my patrons who make my content possible in the first place. Thanks Tier 3s Aetha, Alpha Loves You, Azuma, Brian Jennings, Ethan Campbell, Jason That Artist, Jess
Damn, what a W video though. That was crazy. Man, I'm telling you, Japan, whenever they have a meme, they really take it far, like in the West. We have a meme beside Hawk 2, of course. We have a meme and we forget it after a month or two. But there, it turns into an entire mission for years and years and years. That's crazy. Holy shit. W video, how to not have to behave on the internet. Yeah, online, at least there. Jesus Christ. To be fair, you should take it as a lesson on not how to behave. You should move on and not start leaking people's IPs and using the law. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, make sure you click the like button, sub to the channel if you want to watch more. And if you want to come yet with us live, you're free to come by our Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Adley. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.